a brand spanking new extension for this guy through the 2022-23 season as the San Diego State basketball coach, Brian Dutcher, who now joins us live. Coach, congratulations.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I tell you what, big day, really cool stuff. And you know what? I wonder how you would assess yourself through your first year as the head guy. We were just talking about it, make the tournament, and here, Jalen McDaniels is back. It certainly seems like a good recruiting year. What would be your self-assessment?
Pretty good first year down the stretch. I mean, obviously everyone knows we got hot down the stretch and won 9 in a row. We struggled in the middle, and it was due to getting the team better, due to trying to stay injury-free, getting healthy. But we put a good charge on at the end and had a pretty good first year, and now we have to build on that. Obviously, we don't want to finish middle of the pack. We want to be up at the top. We want to win the regular season or else compete for that and put ourselves in a little better position next year leading into the postseason.
Coach, we were just having a conversation about the mentality of coaching and this apparent need to win for a coach. What drives you? What drives your need or your desire to win basketball games?
I just want to be a good mentor to my team. I want to teach them, the right things in life, how hard work is rewarded. I like to put the team together, try to get them to be unselfish, giving to one another. And if I teach them those valued lessons, then the outcome's going to take care of itself. So I want to continue to be a good mentor to my team.
Coach, the announcement came out earlier today, and it's the easiest headline that I've seen sports media get their hands on all year long because the RPI is going away. So every website in America's got RIP to the RPI. So that's kind of fun. But what are your thoughts on it? And I don't even know how many of us could really tell you what it was exactly that the RPI did. So is this a good thing, a bad thing? What's your thought?
It's just a metric going away and being replaced by another metric. And so what that is will be a work in progress. I know point spread at the end, if you win by 10 plus, you get a more valued ranking in a game. I know it's tier teams, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 teams. And so I think in that regard, scheduling's the same. You want to play good people as often as you can. If you play them on the road, it's valued higher. And so there's metrics that go into the new formula, and what they are exactly we'll adjust to as we go.
Yeah, I look at players and coaches, and I see one very familiar theme. You all want to please and appease and be wanted, really. I remember as a player, I wanted my coaches to feel this thought, we need Rich on the field. He's too good to have on the bench. He has to be on the field for us. And I think coaches share that with how they feel about their position at a university with a franchise. So with this contract, does this feed the soul a little bit, knowing that the university wants you here until 2023?
I think most Aztec sports have had great stability, and it started with Steve Fisher and Rocky Long for all these years, and how the ship was steady and good things were happening. And so this is year 20 on campus for me. So it's nice to be rewarded. It's nice to know that San Diego State is a place where loyalty is rewarded, where stability is a good thing, and we continue to strive to give our student-athletes the best experience we can. And if we do that, then the results will follow.
Brian Dutcher joining us, Mark and Rich. Coach, we were also talking about this a few minutes ago. This was way totally off subject, but I'm curious because I had a conversation a handful of weeks ago with Steve Fisher, and he was recounting the way the baggy shorts came together at Michigan. And I seem to remember, did it start with the players came to you and then you went to Steve and advocated it? Is that true? How did that go down?
We're all creatures of habit, and when you watch Michael Jordan playing with the longer shorts, that's a trend that's coming in. And so Michael Jordan was wearing longer shorts, so we knew it would make its way to the college game, and I just wanted to make sure it happened sooner or later. So we told the apparel company to add 2 inches onto the end of our shorts. We got a pair in, and I said, let's add 2 more to that. So we added 4 inches onto whatever the shorts were, and that was the start of the long shorts at Michigan. Obviously, there were teams around the country that were doing it already. The University of Illinois, obviously being a team close to Chicago, close to the Bulls, close to Jordan, did it ahead of us. But we jumped on the bandwagon. We brought long shorts to college basketball, and obviously we got more recognition because of the Fab Five doing it. And so now I see these short shorts coming back, and I'm like, I overstayed my welcome. We're back to the short shorts. So, like anything in fashion, if you wait long enough, it will come back around. And so now we're trending back to shorter, more tailored shorts.
Yeah, I got a couple of fanny packs and wallet chains waiting in the wings. The tides are turning.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna die a slow death on this one because I don't like the short stuff. But wait a minute, that's so like you, Brian. So you're telling me that you were actually following a trend that others were set, even though you guys get credit for the trend. But did Jalen or Juwan come and talk to you, or was it actually you? Did this come from you?
Well, I know I'm the one that ordered them, so whether their input was there, obviously they wanted longer shorts. And Jalen was the one that was took it to an extreme because whatever shorts he was issued, he switched with the biggest kid on the team. He made that kid switch shorts with him. So Jalen not only had longer shorts, he had baggier shorts. But that's only to appreciate Jalen would you know that he would be the guy that would take it to the extreme.
I just love it. And I'm fascinated by this. Brian Dutcher joining us. He was just extended through the 2022-2023 season with the San Diego State Aztecs. You guys have your hands in everything. As head coaches, period, you have to make all these decisions. Signed with Jordan, are there going to be any apparel changes for the Aztecs basketball team coming up this season?
I'm sure the uniforms will be more tailored. I look back to when guys like Kyle Spain or Lorenzo Wade were here, how loose those jerseys were on them. They were almost baggy, and that was the way it was. And now everything is so tailored. The jerseys are more form-fitting. The shorts are going that direction. And so obviously the Jumpman logo on our uniforms will be something different. But I think by and large most college and professional teams are wearing a lot more tailored look these days.
But so if they are tailored, by the way, what size does Jalen McDaniels wear? Is he putting on weight because he's tall, but that's a thin guy, Coach.
Yeah, Jalen finishes NBA workouts at about 181 pounds, and that was just because he was working out and not eating. And we've got him back up to about 195. Hopefully, get him closer to 200 by the start of the season, and we're getting the weight and strength back on him.
You know, if he needs an eating coach, we got this guy Rich here.
Yeah, listen,
pretty good.
Yeah,
man, I wish I had that kind of metabolism he had, where I could eat whatever I wanted and stay thin. But for him, every bite he takes is a dollar sign, so he has to keep eating.
That's incredible.
This is so good.
Speaking of the offseason, what's the deal right now? What is the team up to? How hard are you guys pressing? How hard can you work with the guys at this point?
Well, they were all here for the second summer session, which was 6 weeks. It ended last Thursday. And so we had them on the floor 4 hours a week, also weight room training and stuff like that. So we got a pretty good look at the young guys. I think they're all going to contribute. How soon, I'm not sure. I liked how the improvements the veterans had, that they've come back, all of them to a man, better players. So it's a good start. We start fall semester on September 27th. And we'll be back in the gym and back to work. So I'm excited about building this year's team. That's the most fun is every year's different. Every team is different. We'll start building this year's Aztec team.
Coach, congrats again. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys.